ladies and gentlemen, Porshea Wilkins here. You know, I was having a conversation with my husband and some friends, and we were talking about the different mindsets that people have when it comes to success and the importance of mentorship and counseling before you make decisions. And you know, from that conversation, I extracted that there's basically three categories of people. There are people who are driven, those who are stubborn, and then those who are just delusional. And I have two illustrations that I think really can paint a picture of what I mean by that. For the people that are driven, these are individuals who have written their vision, they've made it plain, they got their plan together, they're going out there, they make it happen, and they get great results. For people who are stubborn, these are folks who have access to counsel, access to mentorship, but refuse to use it, and they choose to do it their way anyway, even though they know it's wrong. For the people who are delusional, those are the ones who have no idea they even have access to counsel, and if they did, wouldn't even know how to apply to counsel, so they're literally just all over the place. You know, when you get ready to do something new or change something in your company or whatever it is, you gotta step out on faith. You gotta have that courage to jump off of the cliff of life into the journey of success. And based on those three categories determines how you are in relation to your parachute. So the driven people, they got their parachute together. They've checked it, they know it works, they've gotten proper counsel on it, someone has shown them how to use it, how to open it, they've had training, they've had the development that's necessary, they are 1000% prepared, even on to the point of when they land, they know exactly what they're going to do. For those people who are stubborn, those are the ones who know they have a parachute and refuse to use it. They know they have access to the teaching and the training necessary to use their parachute effectively, but they don't care. They're gonna jump off the cliff and they're gonna do it their way. They're gonna use a sheet, okay? Because they believe that this sheet, if they hold one side and the other side and they jump, the air is gonna puff it up, they're gonna hold on down and they're gonna soar all the way to the bottom. And they do get to the bottom very fast. And for the third category of people, those who are delusional, these are folks who have no idea about the parachute. These are folks who sprint, they jump, and halfway down, when that instinct to survive kicks in, they're wondering where their parachute is. They don't prepare, they don't plan, they don't do anything. Monday, they were a doctor. Tuesday, they're a lawyer. Wednesday, they're a dentist. You know, Friday, they're a dancer. Saturday, they're a speaker. Sunday, they're a nurse. And then Monday again, the next Monday, they own a restaurant. They're all over the place, okay? They don't have a plan, they don't have a dream, they don't have a goal, they're just wandering around. The other thing I thought about, and was really, really funny to me, was the movie The Lion King, okay? I know you've seen it before. My daughter, who's 5 now, she loves that movie, and we watch it all the time. And so when I can think about the different categories of people being driven, stubborn, and delusional, I think of Mufasa when I think of someone who's driven. He's the king of the jungle. He has that roaring voice, and when you hear him come, you halt. You know, you respect him. He has strength and power and all of those things, and he's achieved so much by, you know, getting all of the lionesses in order. Everybody that's in his pride respect him, and they're out hunting and living, and he's the king. He's somebody who's driven. The stubborn person is like the Uncle Scar. Now, he knows he has access to mentorship in Mufasa, but his ego won't allow him to listen to him. His ego says, I'm better than him. I know more than him. Yeah, I know. He has more. He looks like he's achieved more. He's experienced more, but I have more. I got a better house. I have a better car. I got more money in the bank. What can he tell me? A lot of people think that way. So because of that, instead of listening to him and seeking counsel for him for this position that he's held and the lifestyle that he's exemplified of the substance that he has, he chooses to take him out. He's stubborn. And you know what happened to Mufasa if you've seen the movie. he doesn't make it in the end. He actually dies. See, that's the thing about it. When you have access to counsel and you don't respect it, you don't honor, the law of honor basically says when you dishonor something, you're disqualified from it. And the law of recognition states whatever and whoever you don't recognize will exit your life. And so he didn't recognize the mentorship and the counsel that was there in the king, Mufasa, because his ego and pride was in the way, because he didn't want his nephew Simba to be the king. He couldn't submit to that leadership, even though he knew it was good leadership. And then you got the group of hyenas. I don't know if you remember, but there's one, his name was Ed. Ed was real loopy. Like, they were asking, I forget what part it was, but Mufasa was asking him a question about something. And so the other two hyenas were denying it. Like, no, we don't do this. No, we don't do this. And I think Ed was the one to agree, like, yeah, we did it. We did it. And he's just loopy and crazy and da-da-da-da. You know, tongue is hanging out. He's all over the place. He was delusional. He had no idea what was going on. He didn't care what was going on, even though they dropped a lot of hints and they tried to guide him along the way to tell him, hey, this is the way to go. This is what you need to do. He still was in his own other loopy world, okay? And he didn't make it. So, you know, as you go along this success journey, you gotta think about it, folks. At any point in time, you can be one of those three people. You ask any successful person, I guarantee they told you they've been one of each. I know I have. I've been delusional before. I've been stubborn before. I've been more stubborn than anything. And then I've been very, very driven. And the difference was in the mentorship and the counseling that I chose to not only seek, but apply. You know, the scripture says wisdom is the principal thing. And with all our getting, get understanding. And see, even though I had access to the wisdom when I was being delusional or stubborn, I wasn't getting a proper understanding of it. And then as soon as I humbled myself to get that understanding, that's when I got the success. So hopefully you resonate with that. You recognize where you are, you make the adjustments that are necessary so that you get yourself to the point where you're driven, you're focused, your parachute is ready, you jump and you achieve your dreams and your goals. That's been a Lady Wilkins wisdom tip for today. I hope it's been a blessing for you. If so, please share it with somebody else, and I'll see you guys on the next clip.